A great moment to be on your screen again as we bring to you Ladies Rendezvous program on OGTV. This is the program that talks about building ourselves, and we look at ourselves from other perspectives, especially from the people's angle. We look at what they are doing in the society, and we form opinions, suggestions, and give way forward to doing things the right way. My name is Charity James. I bring to you all the ladies who will be pairing me on the program. I have Blessing Fatoyibo on the program, our ever darker beauty. The other adjective that came to my mind shouldn't be used here. Should not be used here. So you're welcome to the program, Blessing.
Thank you very much.
I'll tell you after the program. Anyway.
You're going to tell you say you're on air right now. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad to be here again, like once again. And
it's been weeks.
Yeah, it's been weeks. It's been a while.
It's
you know.
been weeks.
You miss me.
A lot.
You can say that.
So you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nice thing. I like this your pink bow.
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
trying
lilac
to,
shirt.
you know,
She's always, you know,
look
always
elegant.
on point. On
You
point
know.
and always on point.
Thank you.
Yes, so, and she's the latest caller in our midst.
Oh,
So we celebrate
congratulations.
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Miriam is here, our own first lady. The Hausa Edo lady.
Oh my God.
And you can see that from my hair too. She's going the traditional way. I love that hair.
I was just going to compliment your
I
hair.
love your hair.
Your hair is so looking
Don't distract us. Don't divert.
You're trying to divert.
Serious. I'm not sure I've seen you so much on braids. Yes, and it's always wig, braid. The braids are not always like this. It's always this
The long one.
long one.
yeah.
So like this now, you're
This.
looking. I'm telling you, you're looking
Thank
like
you. Thank you. God, so let's shift the
Heritage
base back.
yes,
Wow.
you are amazing.
So Miriam,
Yes,
you
back
are
to
looking
you.
sweet on the program.
Thank you.
Maria.
Thank you, ladies. I always love to be on this program because we just know how to compliment ourselves.
You
And
know.
majority of the time, when you start your Mondays with conversation like this, I'm telling you, there's no mountain that you cannot break.
According to
you.
According to Gen Z. According to Gen Z's good vibes.
Yeah, good
Yes.
vibes. Only good
Good vibes.
vibes. Pure
Amazing
vibes, yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
So to our viewers watching us, I know that the first segment of the program will bring to you good vibes too, because we have some things lined up for you, and we want to go from here to there and talk about something very important. As usual on the program, we'll be staying more on marriages, relationships, and how we can maneuver all this to suit in what we need to do daily, because relationship is the basis of everything we're going to do. Not only the love relationship alone, every other relationship matters. When it comes to dealing with people, how do you relate? That is why we bring to you most of the time relationship-based stories. So we'll go for this break. When we'll come back, it'll be time for us to go around the world. All right, the first stop on the Around the World segment is where we'll be talking about how we will take care of our kids. And the two babas, as usual, any story we hear about Two-Face Idibia is always a hit. Around any time, any day, when you hear Two-Face Idibia talking, then you must listen and want to know what he's talking about. On Saturday, he was on a program called Mike On podcast, and he spoke about a lot of things that borders on music, his relationship with the baby mamas, how he sees other musicians. And one thing that caught our attention was his own perspective to parenthood, and he spoke about it, saying that he has not been the best daddy and he wants to improve after now. And that encouragement, let me put it that way, is something that we are looking forward to, because when someone is so famous, Blessing, and is coming out to say, I've not been the best daddy, and I want to do more. Okay, but let's listen to him first before we make our opinion about that.
Are you and Annie good now, or you've moved on?
I'm not going to go into that.
But you said you were going to talk about what really happened.
No. We know we went out other one for you.
But you're good.
Honestly, but we're good.
What about the children? Everyone is good.
I've not been the best daddy, because I've missed a whole lot of time. I've missed a whole lot of things that just because I put myself out there. There are so many things that I wish that I could rewind and do better. But going forward, shall we try to do better? But they're good, growing amazingly well. Their heads, they get correct head, and I'm proud of them. It's not easy.
In all of
Not
this,
easy, the pressure.
so and I keep asking you, a lot of people whose faces, whose lives are out there in the public, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Your life is already out there, and the balance of family and career is always very critical.
It's heavy.
How do you think younger folks can handle family and career and personal life?
You just have to handle it. You understand what I'm saying? There's no blueprint. There's no already made rule on how to do these things. You just have to do your best. You just have to be there.
To strike a balance.
You just have to attend to what needs to be attended to. Because there's no other way about it. There's no two ways about it. You just have to face what you need to face.
All right, now that is Two-Face talking to us about not being the best father, daddy, as he called it, and my lady is here to dissect that. Let's start from Miriam.
I think
Miriam, what's going on? I want her to come. I want Bessie to come. So let's start from Miriam.
Honestly, he might not have been a good dad or a good husband, like he said, but I think he's been a good.
He is a good husband.
a good dad.
Yeah, stop that dad.
Okay. So for me, I think he's been a good musician over the years. We've seen different Bedu from Two-Face, and that's what I would want to remember this guy for. I don't want to know him or remember him for his personal life, for his what he did right and what he didn't do wrong. As long as the music is coming well for me, I'm very okay with it. Just go deal with your personal life out of the media.
But you can't take this people's personal life out of the public.
You can actually. The most times are the problem. We have a lot of actors and actresses whose life are not in the public. You and I don't know who Ruth Kadri's husband is. Just days ago, I saw she was talking about how she took her husband out of the social media because she's trying to, protect her sanity. What of Richard Mofedamijo? Uncle Richard, his wife. I never knew his wife. She used to be like a very popular person.
Wow. But the wife is a popular broadcaster.
Took herself out, and years after years, Uncle Richard brings her each time they celebrate their anniversary on Instagram, and everyone like, oh wow. But aside that, everyone is living a private life, so you can actually maintain that private life for yourself if you want to. And to be honest, people don't care. People don't want to. They can't do anything. So why bring your personal life? If you know personally and you're convinced that you have not been a good dad, go fix it. You know already. Go and be a good dad. Behind the scene. You don't need to tell us.
Actually, he spoke about the privacy of his life, that he's going to do better now.
Go indoors, call these children, show them love. They're always going to be your kids every single time. They are your blood. Those are the people you should be talking to, not us.
Not the public.
Not the public. We don't need to hear that. And if you're going to change, we should start saying it from the children, them making excuses for you now, not you coming to tell us the same story over and over again. But again, Two-Face is human, and I don't want to see him for all of these things. I want to remember this legend for the good music he's given us, and that remains for me. Whether he's a good dad or a good husband, that's for his family. I don't really care, I'm sorry.
That's personal. So Blessing, the utterances of Two-Face Idibia,
Yeah.
are you going down with that?
Well, for me, I think a celebrity is a celebrity.
Yeah.
The life is out there. And in this time and age, as far as Miriam is concerned, their personal life is none of our business. But on the social world, your personal life, even the one in the bedroom, is everybody's business because everybody wants to know what is going on. And the fact that he is also, you know, kind of satisfying that urge or that craving from the social media that, oh, they want to know what's going on, they are curious and all that. He's giving his fans what they need. He's feeding the public. Do you understand? And at the same time, he's also standing somehow relevant, either positively or negatively. Because there is positive fame, there is negative fame.
The PR.
Yes, the PR is there.
Even the bad PR.
When last did you hear
the best PR?
Exactly. Because they said bad news, you know, rolls like wildfire, faster than any other. So at the end of the day, when last did you hear him release a new song? I think they probably should be in the studio releasing new songs for us. Like Valentine's now, we don't have any love song on the air.
Valentine's song.
Exactly. you know, do you understand? Old songs. Yes. Old is old. We always want something fresh. We are in another era. Do you understand? But aside that, he could have been giving us new songs, you know, for every time. But now it's family. It's relationship, it's marriage. Now he's telling us about his children. That means in the next 1 decade, when the children are grown, or 20 decades, maybe 2 more decades or so, he will start telling us about his grandchildren and how he's doing well or not doing well. Do you understand? So it is prerogative. He decides to, you know, give it that way. Fine, he's a celebrity. He can decide to, if he wants to keep his life private, he can as well keep life private. But I bet you, Two-Face is enjoying the ride, whether good or bad. Because with his present wife, they are busy showing off on air, you know, on social media, and they're enjoying it.
Like both of them love.
Yeah, they're enjoying it. So it doesn't matter whether anybody likes it or they don't like it.
Feel for him.
It is PR.
You know.
Why are you feeling for him?
Because some men may not be good dads, but they've been good husbands, and there's some men may not be good husbands. I don't know which one it is for Two-Face.
Why are you going back there?
If he's coming out,
But
he's not being a good father.
You did mention that he's a good singer. And you want to keep that one.
I want to thank you. I want to remember.
Keep that one, please.
Well, yeah, but you know, I just think the man should also just get hold of himself and take. I've always pointed that take your life outside. You know, things don't scatter. You know, we don't see everything. Well, you can still gather it. It's not that bad.
There's something I like about his situation. You know, in every bad thing, there's always something good that he can pick up. And I love his vulnerability.
Yeah,
He comes out there to let people know that, see, I am weak. Yes, we know he's a legend, but now there's another eye of, see, this guy is just human. In fact, people that loved him so much and started seeing his flaws all over the place, they kind of resented him and hated him at some point, but later they got to realize that, oh, see, we are all humans. And to human or whatever it is air, to air is human. And we've all, you know, come to that knowledge and understanding and realization that, see, we all make mistakes.
I think his stage name is following him around.
I thought about that.
If someone is Two-Face, then he must have a double line. He must have a double line. So we should thank his baby mama.
Maybe he should change his name.
To what?
I don't know, One Face.
No, it's okay.
No, you don't.
It's okay. He's a brand. Yeah, he's a brand. He's a musician.
Maybe a brand.
Two-Face is a legend when it comes to music because if someone is in the industry for over 25 years.
It brings me to asking, sorry, Charity, can one really have it all?
No. As humans, you can't have 100% of everything.
True.
We can't. But when your weaknesses is shadowing what people see as your good aspect, you should watch it. You should start looking at yourself and look at where the fault is. And it should start from you. If you think that your bad aspect is what you want to stay with, good for you. But I think the bad aspect, people will see and try to point it out that you are not doing this thing right. Please go this way. Let it be this way. And if you think their advice is nothing to you, leave it and live your life. Life is good or bad. If you want to go to the bad side, that's your choice.
I also want to say this, so sorry, Charity. You see, I think management is also a very key thing for people like this. They are artists. You know, they also need to watch how much they make media appearances, because some of these people just want to utilize your fame, get people to start talking about you.
That's true.
They don't care about what you say on the program. You put your head on the line for it to be slaughtered. So I think, you know, things like this are what management do for people. You know, ensure that they say the right things at the right time.
He didn't say anything bad.
He didn't say, but this is not what we need to hear. That's
what do you want to hear?
Yeah, because we're just coming from the trauma of marriage issues.
Seriously. Can we go to the second story? We have another story on the table. These ladies are not having it for Two-Face, but Two-Face is human.
Two-Face, we love you.
Two-Face is human, you know.
Yeah.
He is. So the second story is something that caught our attention. It happened on February 1st. We waited till this time to look at how developing the story is, and we saw that Uloma has been murdered by her husband over 35,000 naira. And this is why we bring to you again what we say about violence when it comes to marriage. At what point should you run for your life? Now, Uloma has children, 2 children. They are under 3. I hear the first one is 2 years, and the baby that is with her is not maybe 1 year or something, and now she is no more to take care of those children. Let's hear a little bit of the story and we'll form your opinion from there.
That very Monday, 2nd of February, somebody bought something from her in the market and said she wants to do transfer and requested for account number. She said, send to my husband money points account. When I get home, I will collect from my husband. The customer bought vegetables of worth 35,000 naira and sent it to the husband account. And my mom is aware that somebody sent money to Kelechi's house. When I get home, I will collect from my husband. The customer bought vegetables of worth 35,000 naira and sent it to the husband account. And my mom is aware that somebody sent money to Kelechi's account. Getting home, Oloma asked for the money because she will use it for turnover the next day. He can't meet her at home by 6 o'clock. 5 o'clock, she's already out because the kind of business she do, she's going to the bush market, she needs to be there early. So that was why she was asking for her money. Kelechi, give me my money, I will use it the next morning. Kelechi started telling her story. Immediately she started giving Oloma's story. That was what caused the whole fight.
Okay, hearing the background story to what led to the death of Uloma, we can say that violence in marriages is something that should be taken very, very serious. When you are courting, what are ladies or men looking at? What are the attributes of the man you want to go or the woman you want to marry? What are the, I don't know how to put it, because this thing is occurring almost every month. You hear that a lady is dead, a man is gone because they are fighting. A man that professes love to you will beat you, and that beating will lead to death. Maybe a blessing.
Okay, well, for me, I think we should start looking at it from the foundational level. You know, when people say they are in love, you know, with someone, or they feel like this person is their world, they begin to feel like, you know, when you don't have your own thing running, you don't have your own standard, you don't have a life somehow, you just feel like this person, you've wrapped your world around them, and without them in your world is nothing. I think we should start coming to that reality that you can actually, you know, do away with someone that you feel is very toxic around you and that you have made a center of your world. You can actually do it. It is better to detox from that kind of person. Yes, wail, cry, you know, get heartbroken, you know, cry it out, and with time, it will fizzle out, and then you find another life, than for you to be in that life and suffer till they unalive you. So I think people need to start coming out of, because I myself have been a victim of a very toxic relationship. And when I had to put one and one together, like, does this thing really add up? Is this how my future? You know, sometimes you just think to yourself that, for the next 5 years, is this what I want to continue with? When you come to that realization that, see, this is not what I want for the next 5 years. Is this what I want to bet my children into? When I say that this person is not it in the future, that's the best time to cut it off. So if we've heard that, okay, this girl's guy, when they were dating, used to beat her before they even got
Even
married.
the sister, according to the story, said, all of my sister said that it appealed for justice, accusing the deceased husband, Kelechi, of beating her to the, according this week started over 35,000 naira. She said that in the video. And she also claimed that they've told Uloma to leave the man because the man has been beating her. She further alleged that the family had previously warned Kelechi against physically abusing Uloma and had encouraged her to return home.
Wow.
So returning home now is a dead body. I don't understand why will you stay with a man that is constantly
There are people
beating
like
you?
that. There are people, because now she's an adult. She's 29. Her father can't go drag her and say, yeah, come back home. Or she has to make up her mind and leave. So that's why we're saying that this thing is still a personal decision to make. Your parents can't come and drag you because the guy is beating you. You decided to stay with this person. So I think it is better you stay away from the separation first. When you separate, that alone you start working on your mindset, you start working on your mind. You'll be able to, the thing is detaching. People don't know how to detach from toxic relationships. In fact, trauma from the past actually makes people bond with another trauma. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it.
Okay, so Miriam, how do you see the story?
Well, let me take a bit of a turn from the conversation. You know, it started with she's saying, oh, transfer whatever you want to from my business to my husband's account. And I want to just lay a bit of emphasis there that it is very important we set this account thing straight, especially in businesses. In fact, as a business owner, you should always have a separate account for your business and you.
And there are fintech banks,
you know, it's not the rigorous
It is
process
not.
anymore. You can open any of this digital bank and you can do your transfer. But again, we've seen that a lot of times that anything could have happened.
Exactly.
Maybe network, it could be anything. And then that's where the trust came in. Oh, I don't want you to go with my money. You can transfer to my husband. And I have tried to picture this. When I saw the video, I've tried to picture the possibilities of that happening. And it's something that is, you know, very, very easy to just imagine. Someone did a transfer to your bank, please send me the money. It could be at that time, the man probably needed money.
Yes.
And there are ways you could have talked that woman into,
Exactly.
oh, I know that you need this money, but can I use this? Can I do that? Or she might also
I've used it.
she might also object and say, it's my business money, you have to give me back, you know, talks like that. But again, the conversation, you know, you were talking about just for 35,000 naira. See, most times when we see things like this, that 35,000 naira is not what led to the death.
Exactly.
It's the actions between the both of them. The conversation, the exchange of words, the protection of ego, trying to, all of these things. I'm not justifying whatever the man did, but I'm saying that when things have started surfacing like this in relationship and marriages, we should look at it. I know it's not easy. I've tried to picture this woman. I've tried to sit in her shoes mentally. You know, it's not easy to just wake up and say, oh, my husband beat me, I want to leave the house. A lot of things can happen. You are with children. You know, who do you want to cater for your children?
So who is catering for the children now?
No, I'm saying these are the possible things that play out.
Okay.
Yeah, these are the things that.
definitely.
But every single time people keep this conversation, they don't look at what happens when they are no more. They look at what will people say? What will this one do? Can I survive with this? Can I do this?
Especially when it comes to such abuse.
Have you ever thought of if you die? What happens when you die as a person? So these are the things that we need to start talking about, and the society needs to open. They need to open their hands. They need to open it wide for women like this. When they say they are tired, women say they are tired of their marriage. People should always understand that there are a lot of things that could make this woman want to leave her marriage, and one of it could be protecting her life.
Exactly.
And we pray that our soul should rest in perfect peace, and please, people should rise to giving ulama the justice that the family is demanding, and also take care of those children. Those children will not, they won't even know the mother, because if the first child is 2 and the second one is still a baby, I don't know, it's only the picture that they will see later on in life and start no memory at all. They won't remember anything later on in life. So people should do well to leave seek relationship, even if it is official, it is from your friend to friend.
Yeah, not just marriage. Yeah, there's some toxic friendship.
You should leave it because it could bring a lot of war, the war that won't end so easily. So let's go to the third one, and this third one is so interesting. We saw a story about a South Sudanese man that married bride after winning a dowry war. And this dowry war, according to the Sudanese story, is something that they must do to get a woman into their house. And talking about it, a lot of monies were spent. And this man who eventually won has spent a lot. The man spent about 297 cows and $77,000 US cash before he could win the bride. And this, according to the tradition of South Sudan, is something that they must do. It is a contest that families will come to ask the hand of the lady in marriage, and they will start competing using their wealth to compete, and whoever that has like bidding, whoever has the highest bidding auction. So how do you see this?
Oh dear.
Can we do this in Nigeria? We should start doing this in Nigeria.
You know,
blessing, we should
taking from the fact that a lot of Nigerian women, we love money so much. This would actually encourage, a lot of people to want to agree to it, as far from the lady's side. But for me, well, congratulations to her.
Yeah.
Because, they said love is sweeter, but when money enters, love is sweeter. So my sister, congratulations. You won a jackpot, or rather, the man won you as a jackpot. I don't even know what to say, but that money is huge,
Oh my God.
to get a bride, to your house. But she better be good, because that man is going to take it up on her. If she's not good, like if she's not what, because I can tell you, if the man is not a very nice person, because they say, marry right, but whoever you marry, make sure the person is kind. Now, this is a show of wealth. No, this one is a show of wealth now. Who is bidding? No, not yet. Not yet. Okay. This particular action now is bidding for who has the more money. And when it comes to that with men, there's always this ego thing. They want to show. You understand? So sometimes that might not even mean that he loves her. He's just showing up that, see, I'm going to beat you guys, I'm going to beat you at the game, and then now she's the property. Now we get back home. I'm just praying, my prayer, but I hope he doesn't take it up on her. I hope he's a kind man. I hope he's a nice person. And he doesn't take it, because when he starts saying some flaws and some this and some that, it will become some sort of abuse. I bought you so expensive. Why are you so...
And the items didn't stop on that, according to the story.
Really?
Says, however, the bank community supporting Tong Choriak emerged victorious with a large offer that included 297 cows, about $77,000 US in cash, land, additional assets, and educational sponsorships for 2 in-laws.
Wow.
Miriam, I wish I'm from South Sudan.
This practice made me remember the Fulani culture. Is it Fulani? Yes, it's Fulani now in Nigeria, where you'll be flogged as a man, some numbers of kings, and then when you survive, it used to be like an ancient practice for the Fulanis, but I don't know if they still do that. But it's also surprising to see that in 2026, you still have to battle with 297 cows. You have to battle with a lot of things like this before and then these are the things you get from also, marrying. And it makes me wonder, where, what family is the lady from? You
Yeah.
know, what does this lady have? And is it just something? How many questions?
That's true.
Is it something that happens once in a while, or this is how it is in the community? Because
The
a lot of-
culture.
a lot of people want to
In
come to
their
that
culture, yeah.
A lot of
Wow.
people want to come to that community to just get married and probably. But again, like you mentioned earlier, it's a war. And I don't know what the war looks like. Is it physical? Physical.
The mental war.
Show of wealth.
Show off of wealth.
Show of wealth. So,
Yes.
but I think it's applaudable. 297 cows and $77,000
I just
in cash.
I'm gonna build a ranch.
And then there's also
landed
additional
property,
asset,
yeah.
landed property, and
Really?
educational
Scholarship for
sponsorship.
2 in-laws.
Sorry, you mentioned the community thing.
Yes.
Yeah, but
it
you-
is.
we need
That
to
means a lot of ladies in that community will be single.
We need to know the name of the community.
You want to go there?
I
want to go and do a
I think
documentary.
it already looks like them, you know.
I think people need to know more about them because
Yeah.
this is
They need to be
this is
studied.
out.
Maybe we should send you there to do
No,
a
they need to be
documentary
studied.
for us.
I don't mind though, let me just go and see how real this is. But congratulations to the Sudanese guy who just
Guy or the wife. It should be the wife.
but it's both sides. The man
No,
said
the man is
invested.
losing.
The man
Not losing.
invested.
I don't want to say losing.
He's not losing. He invested now, and the thing came back. So, and they are married. Unless marriage is going to be my thing and your thing, but if it's just going to be together something,
That man cannot do my thing at your
it's
thing.
not possible.
In that marriage,
the man too self-invest a lot of things. So, so I don't know. I think it's a welcome development, and I also want to.
where are you welcoming the development?
In fact,
Nigeria, please.
I want to employ the people of the Fulanis, for instance. Maybe they can
Maybe they
also
should invite
modernize. They can just make something look like this.
They have cows and all that.
Has pushed that practice into extinction. I know it could be practiced.
The
in some-
flogging should stop.
Yeah,
I beg.
but
How will you
they
be
could
someone
modernize
because-
it. There are a lot of, if you see some customs, I think there's a part in the north, maybe the Gwari people, where they used to do this thing where they put a mortar in the body of somebody and then they pound on it just to. There's a lot of processes for marriage. It's not as easy as some traditional. They don't bring yam and goats and you have a bride. No, it's not like that in some places. So some places they go through rigorous processes. And for Sudanese men, this is just like a lifetime investment.
And we are blaming the young people for not marrying.
Exactly.
I don't understand. And now we have to go. We want to go on this segment, and when we come back, we'll have the issue of the day. We want to go graphical this time. We want to go artistic, and we'll have someone who will be talking about that after this break.
In the next 5 years, I get what I want to answer, but
What was that?
but basically in the next 5 years.
This is the usual segment of the Ladies Rendezvous, and here we'll talk about everything that borders on development. Now, I want to look at how someone who has a different background in education is doing something different to make income. That story does not really sit well with us. So we want to know why she is moving from one profession to another profession, and she is Chiamaka Babajide. She is a visual artist who has been in that industry for a while now, and she is doing good in that industry. Now we want to talk to our visual artist in the house, and she'll be telling us why she moved. Good morning, Chiamaka.
Good morning.
That's our first
Good
question.
morning, Chi.
I'm glad to be here.
Glad to have you.
So tell us why you moved.
When I moved, I actually studied art in the university, fine and applied arts, painting. And it's something I've always been doing. I grew up drawing, painting. I've always had those abilities. My mom used to draw too.
Okay.
So when it was time to write jam, she told me, how about fine and applied art? Given you were the only person that did fine art in WAEC. No, not at all. Not at all. It's something that I've enjoyed doing. I was the only one that wrote fine art in WAEC. Yes, I was the only one that graduated as a female in my set painting.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I was the only painter in my set. So it's something that I've always enjoyed doing.
So you
Have you never felt alone?
No, I've always felt powerful.
Whoa.
So it's been a good ride for me. So studying fine arts, coming out of school, still doing fine arts, and I'm glad about it.
You're glad.
Quite inspiring.
I hear that those of people in the creative arts are always, they feel lonely, they feel, I don't know, abandoned,
introverted.
isolated, something they want to be on their own. Why is it like that?
The thing is, it's okay to be on your own. Being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. Okay. So it gives you room to think, to actually study what you want to do. For me, I'm an introvert, and it's good for me. I like
Naturally, that way.
It helps me filter my relationships. Not everything goes, and it helps my work too. Better concentration. Check.
Wow. I love that. So talking about, okay, you said you've been drawing for a very long time, you know, so what particular arts or artistic drawing did you create, or should I say make? You know, you call it creation, my creation, and you're always proud about it. So what particular art did you create that made you so proud, and you just knew that you blend with your mom, because you did mention that your mom also was into this? Yeah, what gave you that?
I've made a couple of arts that I was proud of.
Okay.
But there is one that I really loved till date, and that was in 2020. This was still during the school, like when I was still in university, during the NSAS protest. Out of rage, anger.
Oh dear.
I wasn't feeling it because my parents didn't let me go for the protest, and we had restrictions, and we stay on the mainland in Lagos, so it was so far. So I just poured out my emotions on canvas, and I was so happy. I was like, okay, this is the way I can lend my voice about what is going on in the country. And I sold that work last year. 5 years later, I sold the work, and I was so happy. It wasn't about the money for me. It's the fact that somebody could connect to this work. So I think that's one amongst many.
Nice.
Okay, lovely story. And when I first met you, your name was like the beginning of the conversation. Chiamaka Babajide is like a blend of Yoruba and Igbo, and you asked me, that's quite artistic. But let's also talk about your journey as a female artist. What's the difference really it has made you? There's some profession that makes you really feminine, like you just love being a woman in this profession.
Want to be wearing your kokosh.
Exactly. And then there's some that, you know, it doesn't bring out anything feminist out of you. You know, you're always like chairman, like
on dirty canvas clothes and all that.
How does that make you feel?
It feels good. It makes me feel very supernatural. The fact that getting into school, there were more men. There were more men than women. We were just, I think in my year one, we were just 3 girls. Then towards the end of school, the 2 girls dropped, and I was the only one.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, this course is not so easy for the female, given that you have to go to the wood market, get wood, heat it together. I remember going to the sawmill.
You did? Wow.
Yes, I sorted for wood. I hit it by myself with nail and hammer. I created stretchers.
This is so finger.
Yes, I was like, oh my, so I can do this. This is amazing. It feels good being a lady in a male-dominated sphere.
Sure.
Yeah, but things are changing now. Things are changing. There are a lot of females doing wonders in the art sector. Yes.
Do you still know wood to?
No, not anymore.
She has upgraded.
But do you see yourself still being in this profession years after now? Because now you're a young woman, you know, kids have not started really taking your time and all that, and they're going to come. They're going to take your time. They're going to be drawing your life. And there are just some professions that women at the long run have to sacrifice because it's not easy juggling motherhood and this profession.
About that?
Yes, I have. The thing is, I've heard stories of women that when they get married, the art career just dies down somehow. But it's different for me. I feel like it got better when I got married because my husband is an art lover. So he always encourages me like, okay, this is really nice. How about you try something like this? Go for that exhibition, apply for that open call. So it's been really good. And for the motherhood thing, it's okay to step back sometimes. That's what I see it as. I see it like that. It's okay to step back and then take care of your children to a certain level, create systems, strike a balance between family and work. That's how it is for me. So I don't think I will have an issue with it. I will keep doing arts.
The wheels fall.
As long as you know you have a supporting partner.
Exactly. And
pushing
it may not be so fast. I don't believe in do it quick. You can take your time to create something as far as you're still creating.
So I think from this your craft, you people are like the most patient people on the face of the earth, because I've learned that sometimes it takes years to even complete an art.
Yes.
Do you have that too? Like, okay, just sometimes some might go through challenges of maybe for example, those that write books, they call it reader's block. Like they have a block, So do you experience that too?
Yes, I do. Artist block is a real thing.
Really? So how do you come out of it?
I just relax.
Okay.
I don't force it.
Okay.
I still have a work hanging on my wall. I'm not done. I've been doing it
I heard the artists never finish work.
Yes,
they just
yes.
do it and
You
wherever
just
they
choose
stop.
to leave it. It's good to know when to stop as an artist, because perfection is a process. It's a process, something that continues, right? So yes, I've experienced artist block a lot of times, and I've learned to just relax. Art has taught me to relax. Art has taught me patience. I've not really been a very patient person in my life, but doing art professionally, I've learned to just chill. It has helped me build character too.
Yeah, that too.
So how do you get inspiration? How do you get to draw things? Where does those things come from?
Myself and my environment, basically. Yes. Like my work talks about time and its relationship to human existence. When we look at people, process of life, you can't talk about yourself without talking about time. I can't talk about myself without talking about time and how it has affected my life, how it has affected my relationship. What I want now is different from what I wanted years back as a child. Your desires change with time, with exposure, with relationship with people. Okay, I have a friend, she can pass for my best friend, but when we first met, I didn't like her. I thought, oh no, this girl is a bad girl. I can't have anything to do with you. But as time went on, I'm like, this girl is nice. I think we can work. Time did something to my mind. It worked on our relationship, and it got better over time. So we can't talk about ourselves as human beings without talking about time. So that's what I talk about with my work. And that is something you can see everywhere. And even looking at my life alone. So yes.
Like an Igbo woman married to a Yoruba man.
I know, I just see it coming. And I'm glad.
Yeah, and that's what time did.
So now let's talk about development when it comes to the development of the minds of young ladies or young girls. A lot of young people want to come into art, especially the female ones, but parents will tell you, no, you can't go there, it's time consuming. How will you make money from there? What will become of you when you are not selling those arts that you've created? So what is your word of encouragement to those who want to come in, looking at how to make income from there, how to sustain themselves on the business, and how to ensure that the business outlive them?
Okay. My word of encouragement, using myself as an example. Okay, doing art and maybe parents not wanting to support. That's because they don't really know how it works. Like for me, my mom was the head start. because she had a friend that was doing it and it was working well for him. The friend specialized in graphics, and you know graphics is everywhere, right? Backdrops, graphics, printing on bags, all those things. Art is everywhere, and art goes beyond painting, goes beyond drawing, sculpture, ceramics. We have applied art, we have fine art, we have performing art. Singers are artists. You know, it's a lot. The thing is, they have to just be open-minded and be willing to network, be willing to learn, be teachable. Study the art, yes, but don't get restricted by what you learn in school. Try to go to the outside world and experience what goes on there, the real life. Because for me, it was a struggle a little after school, because what they taught us in school, very good, amazing, but it wasn't the same with the outside world. It wasn't the same with the art market. So my advice is, as you go into the art school, still keep in touch with the outside world. Try to connect, go for exhibitions, go for art programs, mix up with people, explore in school, make those mistakes, so that when you come out, you won't start making the mistakes and it's a little too late. Try out new things. Don't just paint on canvas, paint on cloths, paint on shoes, try out new things. So that's what.
Wow.
I think what you're also trying to paint here is people learn art as an act, and also they also forget that it's art as a business.
Yes.
And a lot of artists know they have this passion, and that's why it transcends into actions and all. But the business part is another thing that a lot of artists do not pay attention to. And in recent time, if you do not know art as a business, then there's a problem. You're just going to have a lot of your work indoors and nobody is buying them. And you know, it could also send some kind of negative emotions to a person, aside the financial part too. You know, you as an artist, you'd want your work to be out there, to be in and out and all that. But have you been able to, you know, mitigate the art as an act and art as a business? I know you've mentioned go out for exhibition, do this, do that. There are people who do that though, and the thing is still the same for them. Yes, let me tell you, I've interviewed many artists. The stories are always touching.
Yes,
So.
it's true. Okay, for me, I would say time happens differently for everybody. Just because somebody went for an exhibition, met someone, did networking, and it just happened for them, it may not happen for another person like that, but it doesn't mean you should stop. It means you should continue and maybe re-strategize. Because it didn't happen for you now doesn't mean it will not happen again. What we need is the staying power as artists. I remember when I started my Instagram page, and I was posting my works, posting myself, even if I didn't really have direction, I didn't really know what I was doing at the time, but I kept showing up. And at some point I got discouraged, just like what I just said now. There are people that will go for exhibitions and it won't work out for them. I was in that space. I got discouraged and I just left it. Then coming back after a long time, I saw that I got some level of recognition on my page, but I missed it because I already stopped. So I'm just saying, continue. Staying power is important. Just show yourself. Show yourself.
So how do you catch up with trends when it comes to art? You're a visual artist. How do you catch up with trends? A lot of people follow the trend, and some people make a lot of money when that thing is trendy. So how do you catch up with someone who is stepping back a little bit and wants to rest or catch up with what is going on? By that time, another trend is out and they are not functioning well. So how do you encourage those who are stepping aside to recruit themselves to meet up with what is trendy in the art world?
Trend, that word is strong. Because for me, I don't do trends. Okay. I try my best to be very authentic and not just go with the wind. I just stay on my lane. The most important thing is have direction and know exactly what you want in art. Know the story that you want to tell, and just keep doing it. Your people will find you. That's basically what I have to say.
That's encouraging. Okay, so aside all this we've been talking about, I want to learn something about art. Well, this is your art thing. So what are the things you put in place? Like, what are the equipments you have on ground before you start, you know, painting this canvas? I'm talking about emotionally, physically, materially, and probably financially or something, and atmospherically. So what are those things before you start?
Okay.
Yes.
Ideas first.
Okay.
In my mind, in my heart. I write it down. The moment the ideas come, I write it down, because ideas can come and go if you don't protect them. I have a lot of jotters. I write a lot.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. So I just prepare the idea. Then I try to plan how I want to visually represent those ideas. And you know, as artists, we work with a lot of symbolisms, metaphors. You know, I can paint. Well, I put as an example now. I can
like
paint.
OGTV.
You can paint your head and represent
Okay. Let me use an element in my work. I paint numbers. I paint petals, falling petals.
Okay.
You know, there's a place in the Bible that says men are like flowers.
Yes.
And I chose to represent it as flowers. They have their time and season.
Yeah.
It sheds, it grows, you know. So that can pass as a symbolism for time and the fact that it's not waiting for you. So I just try to plan how I want to visually represent my works, then stretch my canvas, put it, my pen. I draw with pencils, yes, or color pencils. I have that in place. And I work mainly with acrylic and oil colors.
Oil.
Yes, acrylic colors are water-based colors, oil colors are oil-based. So I work with those also. I think that's basically for it. And I draw freehand. I don't grid or trace. I draw freehand.
Yes, I heard about that tracing. That's what we do in sip and paints and all that.
I draw freehand because it allows flexibility.
So is art lucrative?
It is.
I want to come into it.
It is. It just takes time and patience. I see us as artists I see us artists as very hopeful people. The fact that we can paint and just keep it and be like, I know somebody's going to buy this.
Right,
work.
wow.
Even if it's not now. Like I said, the painting I did in 2020, I sold it 5 years later.
Wow.
So what happened within the 5 years? Was I hungry? No, I wasn't hungry. So I see us as very hopeful people. We paint and we keep. Not everybody can do art. Because it can test your patience.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah.
Okay, we need to go. We have just 1 minute to close up. Maria, do you have anything for her?
Oh, well, I want to say thank you so much for coming on the program today. But we know students are in school now, so most likely to be parents who are watching or guardians who are watching right now from our home or at the office place or workplace. I just need you to talk to them. It could be a woman. For you, I think the major person who pushed you was your mother.
Yes.
That's contrary to the opinion that mothers want you to become a doctor, a nurse, or this, but you know, you saw that you could do well in art, and that's not what we have a lot now. So I want you to talk to them. If you want to talk to a woman, why not? If you want to talk to everybody in general, the need for them to pay attention to a child's crafts, talent, or ambition.
All right, we need to.
Okay, hello parents. Mommy or daddy, this is me, Chiamaka, telling you that you should let your child be who your child wants to be. Just guide them the right way, advise them the right way in that light. Do not stop your child from becoming what he or she wants to be, because you never know. It could turn out great. Of course, it can turn out great. It will turn out great. I'm telling you it will. So just believe in your child. And that would be a very good head start for that child to know that you support him or her.
All right, thank you so much, Amaka Babajide, visual artist, for coming on the program and talking about building visual narrative. Thank you so much for your time on the program.
Glad to have you.
I want to thank you, my co-presenters, Miriam Usman and Blessing Fatoyibo. Thank you for your time, and our viewers too. Thank you for staying tuned with Ladies Rendezvous. The very, is it the second one? Second one, yes, in the month of February. And February is going gradually. By next week, we'll be talking about Valentine.
This is already the week.
Love gently, and also express the love, the platonic love to whoever you want to. Don't be violent, do the things that you need to do, and develop yourself. Thank you for watching us on the program. Our next program will be coming up very shortly. My name remains Charity James. I'm from my ladies here. We say bye-bye, and have a very great weekend.
Purchase your track today.
dedicated to all survivors of gender-based violence. Let love live.